So today we have Death Seed Sentry taking on World War Hawk and Worldbreaker Hawk. So, who wins? Let's find out. Just as always, who's stronger? Well, Hawk and Sentry are already like the two strongest heroes in Marvel, but now as the Death Seed and World War, they're much stronger now. World War Hawk killed Black Bolt, sent Fin Fang Foom flying with a thunderclap with such force he acted as a projectile that busted through a wall that was powerful enough to hold back the mindless ones. He beat several Marvel heroes at once, including the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, She-Hulk, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, etc. He beat the World War Hulkbuster armor, Hercules, a confident sentry, and Juggernaut. He shook the entire continent just by walking, and it was said he nearly broke off the west coast in the Pacific Ocean, and that if he had taken a few more steps, he would have broken off the east coast too. That's just by walking. He also overpowered and like two-shotted Ares, the god of war. But as World Breaker Hawk, several people said he could have broken the earth. He casually sent Scar into space with a punch, and all of Earth's heroes literally could not stop him. And then there's his fight with World Breaker Red She-Hulk. The force of their punches alone were enough to not only destroy the planet they were on, but to shatter nearby moons and planets as well. That's just the force of their punches. That's not their actual punches. But Death Seed Sentry, despite not having many feats, is scary strong. We all know how strong Thor is, right? God of God of Thunder, one of Marvel's strongest. Yeah, that Seed Sentry literally toyed with him. Then he just completely overpowered and ragdolled him with absolutely no struggle. It wasn't even close. Just tackling him from planet to planet and sending him flying. Even knocked out Thor eventually. Thor was just nowhere near his strength level. He also effortlessly lifted the massive celestial Exitar, just hundreds and hundreds of tons, and just casually carried him out into deep space with ease. Just, again, not even trying. I actually believe we've never seen Deathseed Sentry going all out. They're definitely strong enough to fight against each other, but I'd still say Hawk is stronger. Now, durability. Well, World War Hawk withstood Black Bolt whispering right in his ear and literally begged for more, and this whisper is enough to wipe out entire cities. Um, he easily withstood being hit hard enough to send chunks of the moon the size of Rhode Island flying out of orbit. He no-sold Human Torch's supernova. He casually withstood hits from Juggernaut, Hercules, Sentries, uh, Ares, the World War Hulkbuster armor, Fantastic Four, X-Men, and literally all of Marvel's mightiest heroes, like all of them, as well as World Breaker Red She-Hulk. He was only angered after being sent flying a state or two over by Scar's 1 trillion ton punch. He also still has that healing factor as he instantly grew his eye, instantly healed from being stabbed in the head and brain several times, and even when Sentry punched through his lung. But Deathseed Sentry's durability and regeneration is insane. After Thor completely smashed this guy's skull in with Mjolnir, just completely smashed it, he instantly recovered and healed from it. And then he went on to rip his own head and skull open just to show that he could heal from it. Like he showed his brain, and all he was doing was showing that he can not only survive it, but to heal from it instantly, which he did just that. There's also the fact that regular Sentry can't even really die unless he chooses to. Again, I'd say Hawk is better here, but only because he has more feats. But without a doubt, Death Seed Sentry is faster by a long shot. Not even close. Like, yeah, Hawk's been able to fight against Silver Surfer, Gladiator, etc., run as a blur, and even punch at the speed of sound, but that's just nothing in comparison. Firstly, regular Sentry is capable of moving and flying several times faster than light speed. And as Death Seed Sentry, he's even faster. He can fly so fast that he can actually warp space around him. And when he was tackling Thor from planet to planet, He was traveling so fast that Thor actually became disoriented under the speed. And Thor casually flies at light speed or faster like all the time with no problem, meaning they were going like really freaking fast. So, both are tremendously physically powerful. We have established that. I also want to talk about Hawk's aura. This aura surrounding him alone sent Hercules and others flying around him. This could be a great counter to Death Seed Sentry's speed. Hell, just Worldbreaker's Hawk's mere force of existence destroyed an entire continent. Him just existing destroyed a continent. But Deathseed has other powers of his own, like energy absorption and projection, molecular and matter manipulation, telepathy, and although he doesn't have many feats with these powers as Deathseed, Sentry has plenty of his own. With molecular manipulation, he beat Molecule Man at his own game. With his telepathy, he made everyone on Earth forget about him. Uh, and he's released enough energy to destroy planets. And that was just normal Sentry. All of that's been amped now by the Death Seed. So, now for the last part of the video. Who wins? Well, I'm gonna say Death Seed Sentry, and here's why. Here's the real reason why. World War Hawk beat regular Sentry. He did. A confident Sentry. He did. But it was a close fight. And Bruce Banner even said that Sentry could have won that fight. Then World War Hawk became World Breaker Hawk. But I don't think he actually became more powerful. I think he simply just stopped holding back completely 100% and just let the monster he is go. He just became the green monster that he is. On the other hand, Sentry nearly beat World War Hawk, like I just said, and he was definitely enhanced after becoming Death Seed Sentry. Basically, Sentry nearly beat World War Hawk and put up a great fight with him, was able to fight against him, and Death Seed is beating World Breaker Hawk. He's like just been amped and enhanced more so. Yeah, it'd be like a good fight, I'd believe. Be hella destructive, but yeah, at the end of the day, Death Seed Sentry wins. He's just kind of on another playing field right now. Uh, Death Seed Sentry wins. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Leave a comment of what you think, and hit the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos and other great stuff. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.